sense of West Africa's investment world. This podcast is brought to you by Daba, your most comprehensive platform for investing in African stocks, bonds, and managed funds. You can download the Daba app on your favorite Google and Apple app stores. We're starting with very good news for investors in the Bourse Régionale des Valeurs Mobilières, the BRVM. On this Tuesday, August 12th, the regional market is showing a welcome dose of optimism, with indexes up and strong performances from some of the exchange's leading stocks. This is the kind of day that puts a smile on any portfolio. The BRVM Composite Index advanced to 312.40 points, a daily gain of 0.20%. Since the start of the year, that's a growth of 13.18%. In other words, despite the global economic uncertainties, our regional market remains resilient and continues to offer attractive opportunities. For any investor, this performance over just over 8 months reflects a climate of confidence and the potential for solid returns. The BRVM Prestige Index, which groups together the exchange's most tracked and most solid listings, also moved higher to 129.2 points, up 0.99% on the day, and more than 12% since January. The BRVM 30, another key benchmark, also gained 0.29% to reach 151.38 points. While these are modest daily moves, they are part of a bigger picture, a market where investors continue to find value and momentum. On the winners list today, the top spot goes to Ecobank Transnational Incorporated Togo, up 6.67% to settle at 16 francs CFA. Such a sharp one-day jump often signals a renewed interest from investors in the Pan-African banking sector, especially for a player operating across multiple markets and able to capture regional economic momentum. Another standout performer, Uniwax Côte d'Ivoire, climbed 5.45% to 580 francs CFA. And let's remember, this company has already gained over 41% this year. For investors, that means the brand, firmly positioned in Africa's textile industry, is benefiting from both local demand and export markets. Palm Côte d'Ivoire also stood out, rising 3.41% to 8,945 francs CFA. Since January, its share price has almost doubled, gaining 78.90%. This is a strong signal for the attractiveness of the agro-industrial sector, especially at a time when global demand for palm oil remains strong. Safca Côte d'Ivoire advanced 3.31% to 1,250 francs CFA, with an impressive annual increase of 73.61%. For those tracking this stock, it's a reflection of strong commercial momentum and an ability to maintain solid profitability. Finally, TotalEnergies Marketing Côte d'Ivoire gained 3.09% to 2,500 francs CFA. Even though its year-to-date performance is stable, this daily move points to a renewed appetite for energy sector stocks, particularly in a context of sustained consumption. On the downside, SAPH Côte d'Ivoire fell 2.69% to 6,335 francs CFA, despite an annual rise of over 53%. For some investors, that may represent an interesting entry point if you believe the longer-term trend remains positive. NSIA Banque Côte d'Ivoire dropped 2% to 9,310 francs CFA, while Solibra Côte d'Ivoire slipped 1.97% to 17,645 francs CFA. Africa Global Logistics, Côte d'Ivoire, and Servair Abidjan also retreated by 1.75% and 1.42% respectively. These negative moves should not overshadow the overall market strength. In reality, they are part of the normal rhythm of any stock exchange. Some stocks consolidate their gains after strong rallies, while others experience temporary profit-taking. On the bond market, activity was especially vibrant. Trading volume surged more than 3,000%, reaching 13,346 bonds exchanged for a total value of 121,579,317 francs CFA. Among the most active instruments were several sovereign issues, particularly from Mali, Senegal, and Burkina Faso. Popular ones included Mali's 10-year bond paying a 6.50% coupon and Senegal's 8-year bond paying 6.15%. For investors, this burst of activity in the bond market shows a search for secure yield, especially when equities are already well valued. Medium and long-term sovereign bonds, such as these 8 and 10-year maturities, provide predictable income through regular coupon payments, while also helping to diversify portfolios. In summary, this August 12, 2025 session is one to mark on the calendar for the BRVM. Indexes advancing, flagship names like Ecobank Transnational, Uniwax, Palm CI, Safca posting sharp gains, and an obligational market buzzing with trades. For active investors, that means opportunities are out there. Whether to capture capital gains from stocks in strong trends or to secure steady income with bonds. To get weekly recommendations, access exclusive analysis, and reduce your investment fees, subscribe to Daba Pro. With Daba Pro, you don't just follow the markets, you stay ahead of them. That's all for today's episode. Thanks for listening to the Daba Markets Talk podcast. We'll be back tomorrow with another update. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a rating, follow us, and share with friends. Remember, this information is for educational purposes. Always do your own research or consult with a financial advisor before making investment decisions. And download the Daba app on your app store to start investing in African stocks, bonds, and manage portfolios through your phone and find other helpful content. Until next time, keep learning and keep growing your financial knowledge.